Second of all, I survived another tornado. Dogs, I wanted to be on Monday night so fucking bad, right? But, Arkansas weather said it, no. So, my bad, please, it's not my fault. The electricity went out, the power went out. Well, I guess the electricity is the power, but the internet went out with it. Literally, I had no means of going live whatsoever on Monday. I was too busy taking shelter, okay? I was making sure that I was staying alive and well. What's up, Leo? I'm explaining why I wasn't on live Monday, and it was because of the fucking tornado. Ayo, what did you miss? Literally so much got destroyed. I don't think these are the same strains, but I'm gonna mix them up anyway. Natural disaster stream would go hard though, not gonna lie. Literally, the internet was out, the power was out, absolutely no means of streaming. I don't know where I just put that lid. Oh. But we're back! I'm so glad. You just cleaned your piece today? Mine needs a good cleaning, but I did clean the down stem and the bowl. Your window survived? Yeah, there was just like a bunch of trees down, and there's just like a bunch of like limbs and just like a bunch of debris laying everywhere, but other than that, like, everything's chill. I actually grinded up into a lot. Yeah, the tornado started around like 3 or 4 o'clock. So I was like, oh, maybe I can just wait it out. Dogs, that shit didn't end until like 10 or 11. And even then, I was driving home from the shelter or whatever. And I was like white knuckling it the whole way home because it was still super rainy and windy. How's my wrestling career going? Dude, yo, so let me hit this bowl and then I'll finish my story. Priorities. That's what's up. Okay, on to my wrestling career. Okay, first of all, the tornado totally destroyed the wrestling ring outside. So that's gonna have to get rebuilt 100%. But as for like training, dogs, we're still on the, like, look at that. I can see the progress. I can see it. Someone yesterday, when I was at work, they were like, yeah, you do have that wrestler build. And I was like, yo, what a compliment. Not everybody goes up to you and is like, you know what, you're built like a wrestler. Even though I'm literally not even 5 foot. I'll take it. So that's warm, Dr. Pepper. We're not going to be drinking that, dogs. I brought only the best exclusive Purple Thunder. I was wondering why it had a yellow cap. Because the other ones were silver. Then I googled it. Apparently this is kosher. So if you're Jewish, you can drink it during Passover. But I mean, Passover's already passed, but Dawn's damn arms actually looking hella good. Sheesh. Thanks. I appreciate it, dog. They're a little sore. What's up, Brian? What's up, Frankie? So tonight, I got that Blackout berry. I didn't even know this flavor existed. I originally bought the Purple Thunder beforehand, And I was just like, I'm just gonna find either a plum or a berry wrap, probably a berry, and then, oh, did they deliver? Look at it, it's even the same color. So that's what's up. I'm really excited. I already had this drink plenty of times, but it's been a fat minute. And they actually had it in stock. And it's kosher. Those wraps are good, hell yeah. I've never had it, so I can't wait to try it. Yo! Okay, Jessica Stardust in chat is rolling up a king-size Juicy J Jamaican rum. Yo. I haven't had that flavor. I've seen it. It's like the Rasta-colored package. What happened on Monday? Dogs. Okay, you weren't here while I was talking about it. There was a tornado. Straight up. It came directly through Fayetteville and all the surrounding areas. Power was out, internet was out. Literally, I wasn't even home. I was out seeking shelter because I was right in the line of fire of where this tornado was going. So about like 2 or 3 o'clock, I dipped the fuck out. I was like, hell no. So I ran to safety. And even there, I didn't have any power or internet. I literally just, dogs, I built a Lego set by candlelight. I don't have the Lego set with me. I left it over there. But it's like bread soda? Ew. Sorry, I was reading his chat. What am I doing? Oh, grabbing the trays. Yeah, I didn't know what I was gonna do for soda, but I thought about it and I was like, if they have it in stock, I'm gonna buy it. And they have a lot in stock. I feel like usually by the time I get there, they're completely sold out, so I really like that. Damn, dog, that's wild. So glad you're okay. Me too! Thank you, though. I was like, I hope I have a job to go to tomorrow. Because literally, I was watching the tornado on the radar directly where my job is. Listen, I think I think God just has it out for the CEOs and all the corporations down there, like Walmart and Tyson and George's and everything like that. Like I straight up think that like he has a personal vendetta against all the corporate motherfuckers up there. Because like I said, it just barely nicked Fayetteville, but it was like, it mostly hit Springdale. And like I said, that's where all the big boys are. Whoa! Okay, sorry. This nug right here, is it sour tangy? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's sour tangy. Look at that orange. It's so pretty. It's exactly 1 gram. Exactly. That's what's up. I think I already have stuff in the grinder, and it's not even the same strain. Yeah, I do. We'll use a mid. Pro gamer moves. Now I just can't. I can't forget that this is there. Because I will knock that shit over. What's the most you've ever spilled? Like, I think I've seen an entire eighth just on the floor. It wasn't on the floor, it was on a deck. We were outside on the on the porch. Nice snug. while I'm grinding this up, I guess I can catch you up on what all I've been up to. Dogs, I went back to the arcade. I did not make it past the first level of Space Invaders like I had hoped, but I did get to play. Yo, what's up, new chat mod? Or not new chat mod, but the OG. I think you were the very first chat mod, actually. What's poppin', slime? I'm grinding up some sour tangy. We're gonna roll up in the Blackout berry, and I'm sipping on some Purple Thunder. Hell yeah. I was talking about going to the arcade. I got to play like the OG Space Invaders, and I was so close to clearing the first level of Tron. I got like the 3 sides or whatever, and I kept messing up on the tanks, and that's usually the easiest one to pass. Do the do. Yeah, straight up, that Purple Thunder is a Circle K exclusive, and like there's some things that you just can't experience outside of Circle K. One of which being these golden flakes, chicharrones. Is that how you say it? I just call them pork rinds. But these are like a little thinner. They're not as like puffy, and I can only find them at Circle K. And these shits are bussin'. That, and like I said, Purple Thunder, Circle K exclusive. So I was like, I gotta make the stop, right? And I was like, you never know, I might have a one-of-a-kind experience in Circle K. Sure enough, I did. So, like, I understand I'm tiny, and you definitely have to, like, look down to see me if you're standing in front of me. I get it. But she made a point as to where she didn't see me on the other side of the counter because I was so tiny. She couldn't see me over, like, the lottery tickets. I mean, granted, that thing is tall. But, she was like, oh, I didn't even see you there. I was like, oh, I know, I'm the best at hide and go seek. You know, that's just like my go-to joke. What a knee slapper, right? She proceeds to tell me a story about her and her grandson playing hide and go seek. And she said the first grandson, she sat on top of him, and the other one just absolutely could not find them. Just absolutely could not find them sitting underneath her body. And I was like, why are you telling me this story? And then it got weirder, as it should. She proceeds to tell me that the next round, the other kid had to hide. Well, the other kid counted, right? He hid in the dryer. I feel like I've done that a time or two. But somehow or another, the dryer got started in the middle of that mix, and they had to quickly like figure out how to get this kid out of the dryer. Whoopsie daisies, I guess. Hide and go seek champion. I don't know, man. The most dramatic thing that's happened to me playing hide and go seek is we started playing at midnight, or no, we started playing at 9 o'clock, and I didn't come out until midnight. I was hiding for 3 hours in the dark by myself, and no one came to find me. So, actually, I'm gonna save these grinds, and I'm gonna put it back in the package, so hopefully it'll like moisten up, or at least keep the other wrap a lot more moist. Like I said, I don't want it to dry out, so I don't know why I've just been passing them out right away. Set that right there. So I'm gonna split it right here. I'm gonna find gum line. I think it's like right here. Dogs, I'm thinking about getting new tattoos. Like real soon. I was wearing this outfit and I was like, yeah, it's cute, but I wish I had, I don't know, decoration, human stickers, if you will. I have a few things in mind, but I don't know. I just like when people like sticker bomb their arms. What is it called? Like patchwork? Mostly just because, like, if I get a cool idea and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want that tattooed, I'm gonna go get it right then and there, and I don't want to think about it too much. Speaking of sinning, and my aesthetic, I was personally invited to go to a Sunday morning mass. I have never been to a mass before, and I was like, that ought to be interesting, especially given, like, the way I look. But the person who invited me is pretty near and dear to my heart, so for them I went, yes. That was one of the weirdest experiences of my life. Not gonna lie. Not knowing what you guys do traditionally. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But I don't think it's gonna be mine. Personally, when I felt pretty called out when you came by with the holy water and he was like splashing everyone, right? He was just giving everybody a little like little sprinkles, little droplets here. Tell me why Homeboy came up to me, and granted I was standing like on the outer edge. He gave me a straight up double dose. He dipped that thing and my whole side got wet, and then I just felt it again. I was like, oh my goodness. I looked around to see if anyone else, they had like maybe a few droplets on their shirt, but my shirt was drenched. Yeah. So that was my Sunday mass experience. Where did I put the wrap up? Oh, there. What kind of church was that? It's Catholic. Which, I was raised Southern Baptist. So, that was something new. You got a Bob Marley airbrush tattoo? That's pretty sick. Lutherans are pretty chill. I went to a Pentecostal church and they were like speaking in tongues, and that kind of scarred me as a child. I can't even pronounce that. Cool. I'm just gonna throw the rest of this away, but get the general idea, I put the rest of the tobacco grounds in here, so hopefully that'll stay a little bit fresher. I don't know. It used to work, but honestly, that pack was kind of dry within itself. Kind of cracked at the end. But it shouldn't be that big of a deal. We're in the tray. Yep. Time to roll. Okay, so I was pretty off on the gum line, but it should give me a pretty good foundation. Oh, I'm rolling it backwards. And I'm gonna use a filter. I don't know why I still have this pack. It is empty. I also got new tech decks. I'll show you in a minute. After I get this rolled. Which, I need a bigger workspace, because literally this is all I get. I really don't have, like, a good table. Watching any One Piece lately? I need to. I was just thinking about, I started watching Jujutsu Kaisen. I know I said I wanted to read it through, but, like, I got a little eager. It is really, really good. I am thoroughly impressed. A lot of people have been telling me to start JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I got a list of things to watch. I'm also rewatching Smiling Friends. Smiling Friends is a hoot and a holler. That's so funny, because I always said hoop and a holler. So whenever I heard Goblin say that too, yo. It's a Midwestern thing. He's from, like, Michigan or something, Indiana or some shit. Sorry, I'm struggling. Don't think, just do. Which I feel like I could have packed it a little more. Oh well. Don't think, just do. Yo, Black Mirror is some crazy shit. Yo. I remember watching Archangel, the one where they put the, like, the chip in their head. Damn, boss! She's really pretty! was really talking shit about how I split it. Okay. Fuck. There we go. Sorry, there's like a lot of fluff. Get out of my hands. Cool. I'm gonna let that dry before I fuck it up more. Sick. Should be good to pack it down a little more. Get some granular convection going. That was kind of a lot to not get packed in. Shit. Oh, that is my actual right. Bruh. There we go. I'm trying to fit as much as I can. Cool. Well, I could have rolled it a little fatter, not gonna lie. There's quite a bit left, but I mean, that's like a bowl's worth. Or two. I know it's not the same strain, but it'll be fine. What are we doing? Put that back in the grinder. I didn't mean to smush it. Okay. Already done! It only took me like fucking 30 minutes to roll this shit. It's kind of dry. Like I said, I could have packed it, or I could have rolled it fatter. Put it that way. We'll see how well this smokes. I'm more interested to see how it tastes. I haven't had this one yet. Like I said, this is Blackout Berry. Yo, that's what's up. Okay, this is by far one of the best berry flavored wraps I've had, like, ever in my life. Like, literally, this is so good. Definitely, like, blackberry. Well, I'd imagine blackout berry. But it didn't really, like, specify. But 100% this tastes like blackberry. Is it good? Yeah, it's good. I really like this one. Usually I'm really picky with my berries because sometimes it can taste like cough medicine. You know those berry flavored Skittles? Straight up, this is what this tastes like. It does It does taste very purple. Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Good fucking combo. Yo, the berry in this is super duper similar to this. Yeah, dude. I picked out a good match. Because like I said, this is like berry plum. Yo. Another great pairing. Hell yeah. Shout out Circle K. And my one-of-a-kind experience. I had a one-of-a-kind experience getting these wraps, too. Purple drain with a purple flavored blunt. That's what's up. Yeah, too bad the strain wasn't purple. I haven't had like a super purpley strain in a hot minute. Sorry, I was looking at these and my munchies are kicking in. I took like 3 hits and my stomach started growling. Okay. Dude, I had a bomb-ass mushroom Swiss burger today. Ah! It's this place called, like, Feltner's. It's like a local burger joint. Look at that. I read that comment before it got deleted, which is really funny considering I'm just eating a chicharron. Yeah, purple bud, tropical cherry. Sorry, I shouldn't talk with my mouth full. Ooh, that motherfucker was crunchy. You crave sour diesel? I did for a long time. That's a really good strain. I miss the classics. I haven't had Pineapple Express in years. Years. Probably like 3 or 4. It's been forever. But I had it all the time when I was in college, like 2019, 2020. Well, I wasn't in college in 2019, but still. I was buying some Pineapple Express back then. And then I watched the movie. Of course, that just made it even better. Like, every time I got that strain, I was like, I gotta watch it. I haven't seen that movie in a fat minute. Damn. It finally got me. Plus, my mouth is kind of spicy from that chicharron. Also, update, job is going very, very well. I'm really, really liking it. I'm making more money than I've ever made in my life, doing exactly what I love to do. That is a dream come true. Something I've looked forward to for a very long time. And it's weird that it's finally executed, and I'm literally living out one of my biggest dreams. Weird thing. That also means I finally have time to set aside to edit my clips and, like, buy the things I actually need. Space is a big thing. I didn't realize how much space video editing takes, and that shit just keeps crashing out. So, me too, bro. Me fucking too. So, we up though. You should be seeing more shorts shortly. I've been working on them behind the scenes. It's just a matter of finding time to get that shit done. But we out here. You had to put the big joint down halfway. Listen, I do it all the time. I always stop and enjoy your high because I feel like if you just like rush through it, you're like, damn, I just like power smoked that whole joint and I felt nothing. But I feel like if you like take a few puffs and even if you just like stand up for a second, you're like, whoa. Fart Knocker says, did she spark that blunt yet? That's what I'm saying. Like, yes. And then if I get tired of it or I have something to say or do, I'll put it down. Good to hear about you loving your job and making a ton of money. Hell fucking yeah. Like I said, now I have a little extra wiggle room to invest into things I genuinely care about. And not only money to invest, but like my time and my energy to invest. I'm getting more sunlight. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm actually getting tanner. Like that light isn't doing me justice, but I can tell. I've been out in the sun reading books, just improving my mental health, taking all the steps, going for runs, working out, taking my vitamins every day, eating good, drinking water, trying my hardest, okay? We out here. But at the end of the day, I do really, really appreciate your guys' support. Literally every Monday and Thursday, I look forward to it. I was literally absolutely devastated. I couldn't tell you about my weekend on Monday because, like I said, I went to the arcade and I was like, dogs, I played some Space Invaders and some Tron. I had a good time. I got fucking not doused but drenched with some holy water. Literally. Dude, stay safe on the road. Watch out for deer. Straight up, my dad hit a deer on the road. He didn't even tell me. He was like, yeah, I have to stop by and get a new headlight. And I was like, oh, did yours go out? And he was like, yeah, I hit a deer. But, dog. He straight up ruined his hood. Them motherfuckers are relentless. I hit one going like not even 25 miles an hour, and that shit. Damn, it left blood splatters on my hood for sure. That was with holy water. That did happen to me. They run in front of you for no reason. Who, the priest or the deer? Listen, the altar boys too. I forgot to mention that. I was wearing a very modest dress, okay? I can dress modestly when I want to. I was like, this is the house of the Lord. I have to be respectful, right? And these altar boys, they're like, I wasn't even showing my ankles. I was wearing long socks. Listen. They were carrying the candles and everything, and they just kept looking over. So innocent, yeah. I know. They've probably never seen a girl with blue hair or an eyebrow piercing before. Straight up. It's probably new territory for them, so. Yo! Listen, I at this bomb ass all you can eat fried chicken place. So it's reservation only because it's only open for like 4 hours. I think it's like 5 to 9 or 4 to 8 or I think it's 4 to 8. It's in the middle of the fucking woods. Straight up, I had no idea where I was going. We just kept going deeper and deeper, and I was like, oh gosh. But sure enough, there was a little tiny cafe attached to a gas station. Straight up, like I said, all you can eat chicken and sides. They had some bomb ass green beans and mashed potatoes, which the gravy was kind of sweet. But damn. And they had some apple butter to go on your bread. And they had sourdough bread. Yo, I was in I was in southern food heaven, straight up. They kept refilling my sweet tea. Oh boy. Sometimes I'm glad to be from the South, and cooking is one of those. Cause that was just like straight up home style southern food cooking. All you can eat. And I could be picky about the chicken pieces. I only like the wings. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't like drumsticks or the breast. Too much. found a Cajun place like that, I just can't commit to spice, and I would want to eat, like, crab legs. Oh, you know it's good when it's attached to a gas station. Straight up. Reservation only. This is not on the res. This is in Arkansas. What's up, Jax? Sorry, I'm dying. Mandu shall revive me. Dude, I had an experience the other day. I recorded it all. I'm editing it too. See, I just get caught up on all these projects and I don't know where to start and end. But anyway, I had this happening. I went to Jimmy John's. Hell motherfucking yeah. I jimmied my John till I freaky fasted, and then I hop, skipped, and jumped over next door to Chipotle to grab some Mr. Pibb. Well, Pibb Extra. And as I was in my car, because I was a little impatient, I was a little hungry, sipping my Pibb, eating my Jimmy Jam. I gotta reenact it. I can't just explain it. I straight up have to reenact this shit. So I just see a homeboy wearing like what are those, like stretched out tank tops? Not like this, but like I don't know how to explain it. Like the cut off t-shirts. You know what I mean? Anyway, he was doing almost like a Conor McGregor walk. Like this. I don't know if I can recreate. I'll try. I was going too fast. Let me try it again. And I was like, why is Homeboy walking like that? What the fuck? And I was just like mid-bite with my sandwich, like, what the fuck? So I just kind of took a sip of my Pibb and was contemplating life. And then it struck me on who the fuck that was. I didn't recognize them because they grew out their hair. But so, did I tell this story about going to Silver Dollar City and then Homeboy's car exploding on the way home? It was him. I swear. Like I said, I wasn't sure. I wasn't 100% sure, but I did some Insta stalking. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Literally, straight up. I gotta do it one more time because this shit's so much funnier in my head. I wish I could just be a little more accurate for you, but it was like. Imagine just walking in front of someone's car like that. As I'm eating my Jimmy John, sipping my Pibb. Yo. They like flicked their hair. That was another shit. I can't, hold up. You got like a good hair flip. Okay. That was my experience. I just had to get that out because what the fuck? And then today at Maverick, it's no longer Come and Go, rest in peace. But at Maverick, I was getting my daily Dr. Pepper. Cause that shit's free, why not get it? Homeboy behind me stops me and goes, "Ma'am, how old are you?" And I was like, what kind of fucking question is that? You just walk up to someone and be like, how old are you? Especially a woman, isn't that like considered rude? I don't know. But I was like, at first I didn't want to say anything. I was just gonna ignore him, but I was like, 23? If I say my actual age, is he gonna leave me alone? Sorry, I was on my eye. And he goes, oh, never mind. And I was like, what do you mean, never mind? Like, ma'am, how old are you? 23? Oh, never mind. I was like, what the fuck? And he goes, well, I got a daughter, she's 22. I was like, okay, and what does that have to do with me? But I was just like, waiting on the Dr. Pepper, because it was out. I had to wait for them to replace him. I wasn't gonna drink anything other, so I waited. And as I'm waiting, he's telling me his whole fucking life story about how his daughter's 22 and so on and so forth. Only for him to say, I thought you was about 28 or 30. I thought you was closer on 30. I was gonna ask you for your number. And I was like, yeah, I could kind of tell that's what you were going for. Please leave. He proceeds to build himself a fucking hot dog, and then he tells me, now if you want to keep your physique in that prime condition, you better not eat hot dogs like this or like fast food. And I was like, sir, I'm gonna eat whatever the fuck I want. Start with these fucking chicharrones. But I don't know, before he left, he apologized. My bad. I thought you was about like 28 or 30. You know, I was like, what kind of an apology is that? They have 9? Yeah, for real. I was just trying to get my Dr. Pepper. This tastes really, really good. Gas station people. That's what I'm saying. I had some hell of interactions today. Oh, I never even told the story about when I got these wraps. He was like, have you ever smoked the Bible? I was like, it's just rice paper. Okay. What the fuck? I was like, maybe like the first page where it's just like this Bible belongs to, but I'm not cursing myself. Was what I was thinking. He was like, what did he? If you want to smoke the high heavens, is what he said. And then he was like, you gotta use the page where it talks about the scripture with the burning bush. My homie is a Mormon priest, and when we smoke, he blesses the bud. Yo, ain't that some shit? Listen, I know someone whose dad is going through like chemotherapy, and it's like a cancer patient and everything, and I'm like, listen, just get the priest to bless these gummies and have him eat it. And then he'll finally get an appetite. Listen, hear me out, dog. I was like, instead of giving all these pain pills, just get the priest to bless these gummies. What's up, Pickles? I hope you're still in chat. sipping on some Mountain Dew Purple Thunder. It's plum and berry. And then what's left of the wrap? We're almost done. We got that Blackout Berry White Owl. I really like White Owls. Even when they're like kind of crispy, they're still pretty reliable compared to other ones that I've had. Their flavors are usually pretty good too. So that's what's up. Yeah, this shit's pretty much out. But that was pretty tasty, not gonna lie. Also, did I open the blue slush tabs in front of you? Because this shit kind of looks gnarly, not gonna lie. Like, this shit straight up looks like earwax. Like, you wanna smoke this? But I've been kind of craving a dab. I definitely need to clean that tool. Yep, I'm just gonna use the corner of a paper towel. That'll do. I really need to change that water. Am I gonna? Not yet. I was like, well, I do have my water bottle right in front of me. It's just a bitch. Trying to get the water levels correct again. You're such a professional. You make me feel like an amateur. I don't know what you mean, dog, but I've had a lot of practice in everything that I do. I've been trying to branch out and try new things and experience what failure feels like. It's healthy. It's disappointing and it doesn't feel good, but it's part of life and part of learning and growing. What do we think, dogs? Oh. Whoopsie daisies. Yes, you should always be grateful. I hear that I need a water change too. Don't burn myself. I'm gonna try not to. Alright, here we go. I don't have any glove mops. Fuck it. No fireballs. That was just because there was isopropyl still left in the banger. This shit's dry. We should be chilling. So I say. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna guess that was about 30 seconds. Drop my little mushrooms in there. Get my mushroom marble. And I'm just going off of vibes. I wish I had a way of telling the temperature other than, like, the side of my wrist. That's still a little too hot. About now. That tasted like exactly how it sounds. Blue slush. Literally like blue raspberry. So many good berries tonight. Oh my goodness. I know my berries. Need a laser gun to measure temp? They're about 15 or 20 bucks. Where? Listen, I want one of those, like, e-nails where you just straight up tell it what temperature to heat up to. Damn, boss, that's what's up. I'll clean this later. No, I really gotta clean the whole rig, so I'll just clean the banger at the same time. Damn, boss. What another good live. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. Watch out, guys. Shay's coming in hot. For realsies. I hope you guys don't think I'm just like talking my shit. But you'll see the results soon enough. Things are changing rapidly. That's what's up. I'm happy. I hope you're happy. Take it easy. Don't get caught in a tornado. I wish I had a way of telling you guys, but Here we are. One tornado later, I survived. Alright. I'll see you guys on Monday. If there's not another fucking tornado.